What up, Winbush here. And today, I've got my hands on a KOSPET Tank T3 ULTRA 2 smartwatch. I know that's a mouthful, but you know what? This watch is a beast, and I'm about to show you why. So let's skip the unboxing and start with the fun stuff, which is, let's try to break it. With its stainless steel unibody and corner Gorilla Glass, I really wanted to see if this was just all BS or if it really holds up. So I got my bar stool here, but let's protect it by putting a towel on it first, and then let's get the banging. All right, I'm impressed, but let's try one more time, but this time with my rusty weight. Now for this next test, I didn't want to hurt myself, maybe if I slipped or something like that, but I do have this butter knife, so let's get the stab in it, and we're just going to try to really take this thing and really see if we can ding it up. So far, no dents or scratches, but let's see how it holds up against a full metal hammer. So far, I have to say I'm pretty impressed with this watch, but I still have one more trick up my sleeve. I got my SUV that's pretty big and it should apply a lot of pressure. So I'm going to run over this over and over again just to see how it holds up. Okay, so they didn't lie about the durability. It holds up, which is nice because I've really banged up some watches here in the past, you know, just working out when I'm weightlifting or even doing outdoor activities. So just knowing that I don't have to be gentle with this watch is a nice comfort. And speaking of hiking, for anybody that knows me, I hike a lot. So the first thing that I actually did was took it on a 4 hours, 10-mile hike through the canyons, in which it didn't disappoint. The GPS worked like a charm. It tracked my route, and it even had this feature in there called the route back, which it could be a lifesaver if you're bad with directions, or if you're somebody like myself. I just usually go out, pick a random hiking trail out there in the canyons, and I just go. So having this function was good for somebody like me. And I like that it has a lot of options for different activities, which is something that my Samsung smartwatch didn't have. And I noticed that it still tracked my steps even if I didn't select the activity. For example, when I walked on my treadmill, which I do every single morning, I noticed that even if I didn't pick the treadmill activity on my watch, for some reason, it still picked up that I was walking on my smartwatch, which is something that my Samsung smartwatch didn't do. Now, the Tank 3 does claim to be waterproof at all. You know, I put it through its durability test, but as I was doing the dishes, and I do my dishes under really hot water, and it didn't really seem to phase it at all, which is really surprising. So again, it's really nice knowing that I don't have to worry about my watch, especially if it gets wet. And I know I said before, it picked up when I was walking on my treadmill that I have behind me, but even when I'm out walking my dog, it picked that up as well. So I usually take my dog on about a 30 to 40 minute hike every single day, and it does have the dog walking activity on there, but even if I forget to select it, it still picks up that I'm walking on my trail. And I've talked a lot about the durability, but the battery in this is actually really impressive. I was just at a convention out there in Las Vegas. I was out there for about 6 days. I forgot to bring my charger, but the smartwatch held up the entire time. Like over the duration of the 6 days, when I got back, it was still at about 70 to 72% on my smartwatch, even though I didn't select any activities on there. It was just on the standard mode, but I was really impressed because even with my Samsung smartwatch, I usually had to charge that every single day. So just knowing that I could forget my charger, be out for a week, I didn't have to worry about this running out at all. So all in all, I think this is probably going to be my daily runner from now on. I brought up the Samsung smartwatch a few times in this review because that's the one that I've used every single day for a couple of years, but I've only been using this for a few months and I'm already impressed, especially when it comes to battery life and the durability of it, because I did bang up my watches that I had during the past, but just knowing that I could lift weights with this, I could do rock climbing, I could hike, and I don't have to worry about the battery life is a plus in my book. So once again, my name is Jonathan Winbush. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, stay fresh, keep creating, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see you soon. Take care.